Expanding your consciousness is fantastic. But what's next? So in this video, I am going to help you expand your consciousness even more. And I'm going to share with you how you can make a huge impact in the lives of other people. So are you ready? Let's go for it. Hi, I'm Ranjana, and for years I had a spiritual coach practice. And not only I worked with a light team, but also this light team worked through me to help others. I did it for 8 years, and then for 6 years the connection was gone. I had to go through some personal struggles with relationships I had, and it took a while to recover from that. And I always missed this connection. And 2, 3 weeks ago, suddenly I was calling with a friend of mine and she was asking me these great questions. And suddenly it came fully back in its full power. So now on this video channel, I'm not only sharing my insights and the lessons that I'm learning, but also how you can make an impact with an expanded consciousness and help thousands and thousands of people worldwide. So, how to expand your consciousness even more? Well, yesterday or the day before, I shared a video with you how you can expand your consciousness. And I'll reached out to you and told you about how to embody the highest potential that you are. But as you know, in everyday life, it's not always easy to stay in that position because we all have this old programming going on. And especially when you are making a shift and transmission to another you with the capital U, then the old programming is still running in the background, running its old programs and tries you to get you back to the safe place. And the safe place is playing small. The safe place is where you feel comfortable but actually bored. The safe place is where you feel everything is familiar and everything is well known. And yes, it feels safe, but it's actually like, well, nothing is really happening new and that you are waking up in every morning and you are excited because every day, every week, every month is still the same. So how do you stay in that expanded consciousness? Well, let me share with you a great tip. And that is, if you wake up in the morning, the first thing you're going to do is starting to giving thanks to all parts of your body. Because it's very important that if we are expanding consciousness, that we don't ever forget the body. Because the body is our vehicle in life, right? And the body is what I see around me. Most people are totally forgetting about the body and they're only, well, actually totally involved in their smartphone and they don't pay attention so much to the body except eating and drinking, right? So the first thing you really want to do in the morning when you are still laying in bed, that you just go with your attention to your feet and maybe just start with your toes and just say thank you for the toes for helping me walk. Thank you, feet, for helping me walk. And always, I can count on you always because you are always there for me, right? And thank you, the ankles, because they take care of you that you can walk, right? Because you have to roll down and up your feet, otherwise you cannot walk. And so you go with every part of the body. And what it really means is you start to communicate with every cell of the body. And the sooner and the more frequently you do that, the more your cells of your body will start to work for you because you put a good intention to it. That all these cells and everything what's in your body right now on a cellular level will be working in a very good way for you. Healthy, vibrant, alive, relaxed, and all these other things what you can think of right now. So just if you do that for your shoulders, your belly, all the organs, your hands, your feet, etc., the whole body, including your head, of course, and the brains, and your eyes, and your nose, and everything, and just let them just ask the light team, or ask the higher self, or however you call it, to bless you with the golden light of vibrancy, of aliveness, of a higher frequency. And let this golden light going through your body, through all your cells, and just say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you will feel during the day that the expanding of consciousness will be so much easier, because you involve the body with it. And I think it is a big misunderstanding, especially in the spiritual scene, where a lot of people are in, that most of the people, they are just evolving in their consciousness, but they're forgetting the body. And the body is really a part of this consciousness, where we are all in, of the collected field of human consciousness. The body, the body is in there. So please honor the body. It is really important. So the vehicle, it's the vehicle. Without that vehicle, we still can do a lot of things in the light world, of course, but it's not in the physical reality. And while we are thinking that we are still in the physical reality, it's important to honor the body and really give it a place, and that we acknowledge the body and thanks the body for all it does for us. Because imagine, it is such a huge miracle that the body is doing its thing every second of our lives, and we don't even acknowledge it. We take it totally for granted. Isn't that insane? If something is working for you constantly, so you can do your things, the things you need to do, you want to do, you love to do, and you only can do it because the body is taking care of you constantly. Every millisecond, the body is taking care of you. And almost nobody acknowledges that. So that is really important, and it will make a huge step in not only raising your vibration and your frequency, but also to start to feel whole, because we are all whole. We don't need to be fixed. We don't need to have another therapy or hypnosis session or whatever. We just can realize that we are already whole. We are already more than good enough. We are good enough with everything what's there, right? So if you start to experience more wholeness, you're not only going to feel mentally good, but also emotionally, spiritually, physically, and also in your relationships, right? And when all those parts are in balance, just totally in balance, then we really can have a life with ease, at peace with ourselves, at peace in our mind, and everything starts to flow in an effortless way. So we feel joyful, we feel blissful, we feel that our thinking is just even if there's no thinking at all, but if there is thinking and it is distraction, you just can cancel it. That is what I do on a daily basis. If I have negative thoughts going on, I just say cancel. I just cancel it. Or I delete these thoughts. And it instantly is gone. And that is good, because if you have a negative thoughts and it's running through your mind all the time, what it can do, it also can affect your body. And that is the last thing you want, right? So at the moment you acknowledge the negative thoughts, and that's keeping itself repeating over and over, you just say, I cancel this thought, cancel, or you just say cancel, or you just say delete, before it can affect in any way your body. And it not only means physically affecting your body, but also energetically affecting your body, right? So you just say delete, you just say cancel, okay? And or you also can say stop. But for me, the word cancel or the word delete or control alt delete, if you have a Mac, control alt delete, it is working. So just notice for yourself what it can do for you. So in the beginning of this video, I said to you, okay, so we are raising our frequency and we are raising our vibration and expanding our consciousness. And what's next? Well, what's next is, till now, I told you about what you can do for yourself. But if you want to create a meaningful life, that means actually helping others to create for them, that they create a meaningful life for themselves and their family and their loved ones. So what does that mean? Well, a meaningful life means that your expansion of consciousness is really, it's not the end of spiritual development, it is the foundation. And that is a big difference, because most spiritual people, I have noticed that for myself, they keep being busy in expanding their consciousness, but if there is no reach out, then well, actually, what do you have, right? I mean, then you are just totally blissful for yourself. And of course, if you really want that, that is great, of course. But what if you can use that foundation to create more impact and build a life where also thousands of people worldwide also can taste from? So it's creating a meaningful life, and that is not only bringing fulfillment for yourself, but also this ripple effect of consciousness and bring it all over the world. I love the analogy of a stone in the water. Whenever someone throws a stone in the water, even if it's a man, a female, a child, whatever, we throw a stone in the water, and no matter what we think about it, but the ripples will come. We cannot stop it. And that is the same thing with expanding your consciousness, raising your vibration. That's great. But what if you put it as a stone in the water, and the ripples, the expansion of consciousness, and the meaningful life that you are creating for yourself by expanding your consciousness now goes further and further and further, and just going wide all over the place, and you have no idea where your expansions of consciousness will go, right? Because everything is energy. So the more you start on not only to expand your consciousness, the more you also put it into action, into the right action, it can go so much further than just your own little circle. Do you agree? So what do I mean by that? Well, I don't know about you, but when I was in 2023, I was struggling a lot. I had I had my own, I was a freelancer, I was working for other entrepreneurs, and I was suddenly laid off. And before that, I had worked many traditional jobs, but I got stuck in because I always have felt like I am just not made for fitting in a structure from 9 till 5. I just not made for that. And I really tried and did I did hugely my best to fit in, but I didn't fit in. And that friction, that causes me several burnouts. And then I discovered, fortunately, the entrepreneurial space. So I went to do network marketing and affiliate marketing and passive income models. But it was never enough to have a stable, consistent income for the long term. And I was longing for that. It gave me so much stress to always have an insecure outcome. And then I found this blueprint, and that was in July 2024. And the moment I saw it, I was sold immediately, because I was excited about a few things. I was excited about that this is a totally complete program. Everything is in there, so I didn't have to make my own website. I didn't have to make my own programs and services. I didn't have to automate this whole thing because it is already automated. And everything is in there. It's a complete website with with a web shop with 4 digital programs pre-made by it. And it comes with 100% profit. And what that means is whenever I invite people to look at my system, the system is taking care of them and giving them all the information that they need so they can see if this business is also something for them or not. And when someone buys a digital program that is made by someone else and is of high demand, if someone is buying something from me, I get 100% profit and it goes directly into my bank account. So that can be $100, $300, $600, or $900. And that is the beauty of having a fully automated online business. So now I'm not only expanding my consciousness and raising my vibration through my daily practice I just shared with you, but I also create a meaningful life so that this ripples. I threw a stone in the water, the expansion of consciousness, and now this fully automated business as a ripple of part of this expansion of consciousness is going out all over the world because this is a global business. We can do it everywhere. I mean, I'm from the Netherlands, but there are also people from Australia in it, right? And from Spain and also from South Africa. So we are all over the place and we are already with more than 52,000 people. So 53,000 people bought one or more digital programs in this system. Otherwise, they couldn't join the community because it comes with it, right? So now I'm part of this global movement, and we are creating, we are not only creating beautiful lives for ourselves and our loved ones, but also create a meaningful life and impact thousands of lives worldwide from people who are struggling, who really need to have something in place that not only expands their mindset and their frequency, but also build an income with something that is already pre-built. And that is making all the difference because we don't need any struggle anymore. I don't know about you, but I have struggled a lot in my life. I have had a lot of trauma in my life. I figured it all out by myself. I went to therapy. I did hypnotherapy. I went to rebirthing. I did it all, right? And now I think we are in a specific time, in these times, we are in a specific time frame, whatever you call it, that it's not really necessary to go really deep and really dive deep into yourself and, going through all these traumas again to relive it and then you can let go of it. I think everything can be much, much, much easier. And that's actually to learn how to expand your consciousness and look at your current situation. What I told already about 2 days ago in another video, that you take the point of view of an eagle and look at your micro life, micro management life, I always call it, your current life right now. And you see, if you are going from that, it solves directly everything. So we don't need to dive deep into our traumas anymore. Things can be easy. And there comes also a lot of people still are struggling, not only with money and income, but also here in the mindset and also in their heart and in their feeling. And how would it be for you if you not only can expand your consciousness and raising your vibration, but also do something meaningful with it and making a huge impact and leave a legacy? Maybe you also, like I have, maybe you have also a big dream. Maybe you have a huge dream. And you need a lot of money for that and a lot of freedom for that and a lot of more spare time for that. You need time for that to create such a thing, right? But maybe you have a small dream and you just want to have a side hustle. Everything is totally okay because whatever budget, goal, or dream you have, there is a digital program for it, right? What I already said, you $100 or 300 or 600, 900, and you can already start with $100 to have your own online business, what is totally pre-built. So let's stop the struggle. I am done with struggling, but I know for sure you are also done with the struggle. We have struggled enough. Let it today be the end of the struggle, okay? So why not combine the expansion of consciousness and create a meaningful life and bringing fulfillment and peace and knowing that you are part of a global movement that is making an impact and changing lives from thousands and thousands of people worldwide. In the first 10 months of this particular program, we did together $29 million. It's not about the money. It is about these $29 million were from people who bought one or more digital programs in our system, and they are creating a transformation in their life. So we are changing lives worldwide with this CE mindset and this coming from the heart and from empathy and from love and from peace. So if you want to know more about that, then please click the link in the video description. And just go there, fill in your email address, watch the video, check my first email that you get from me, and just check this out. If this is something aligning with your values, with your peace, with your heart, with your mind, and if this is really something that you also would love to do. And if yes, great. And if not, also great. It is about the calling. If you feel the calling right now, so as I felt the calling back in July the 31st, 2024, I saw it. I knew the calling was there. I felt before it, I felt the calling. And when I clicked on the link and I filled in my email address and I went there and I saw the video and I really felt, and I was totally excited. I thought this is actually the answer that I have been waiting for years. And I wish that for everybody. And maybe this is not this program. Maybe it's another program. I have no idea. I don't know if this is something for you. But you just can check it out. You have nothing to lose, only to win. And I love for you that you finally, today, stop the struggle. It is not necessary anymore. Let's light up. Let's light up our lives. My life is already lighting up because of the expansion of consciousness and also this program. But what if you start today and within 3 hours till 3 days you have your own fully automated pre-built online business and you are going to be part of this amazing global movement? And what is also fantastic, next Monday, that is May 10th, we start the Freedom Sprint. It's a 90-day freedom sprint. And we are with more than 52,000 go-getters, people from all places of the world who also are building their freedom lifestyle. And we are getting all the tools and all the nudges, the golden nudges that we need to build foundational business that is creating meaning for our lives and fulfillment and helping thousands and thousands of people worldwide. So if you want to be a part of that, then start today. Don't wait, don't hesitate, just investigate. Okay? So go to the link in the video description, and if you have any questions, then please reply to the first email that you get from me. And if you don't like it at all, whatever you see, and you think, oh my God, this is nothing for me, totally fine. That's totally fine. Just unsubscribe to the first email, okay? Okay, I leave you with that. Have a great day, and I love to see you in the next video. Ciao!